We're cutting into some breaking news now. We hear that the slab of a Footover bridge has collapsed near Andheri in Mumbai. That's what we are getting in at this point of time, as the Footover bridge has collapsed in the Andheri area of Mumbai. And we don't know what was the cause of this collapse, but whether there are any casualties or not is not yet known. But right now, this is what we are being told, that the slab of a Footover bridge has collapsed in the Andheri area of Mumbai. And we are getting in more details from our colleague Mustafa, who's joining me on the phone line. Mustafa, what has really happened? We hear that this Footover bridge has collapsed in Andheri.
Yes, we have to see in Mumbai city since 7 a.m. it was raining heavily, and people were trying to reach their work on time. But Andheri is a main station, and there we are getting a report of a portion of the bridge which goes over the railway track has actually collapsed, and that raises a question around the safety of other trains passing by from under that bridge, and hence the traffic has been stopped, which is affecting the train towards the northbound western side of Mumbai, which is Virar to Andheri, and a lot of people stay on that side and they're trying to commute to this side, which is not happening at this point of time due to this incident which has taken place. 4 fire brigade vehicles have gone there. You can see that a lot of crowd gathering there, because obviously, as I said, Andheri is a crowded station, it's a main junction kind of a thing, and that's why the Western Railways and the fire brigade are trying to work on it and trying to get the things repaired as soon as possible. But yes, there will be some backlog due to the trains which has been cancelled, which are standing still there by Commuter.
Mustafa, are there any casualties? Are you hearing anything from your sources? Have you in fact managed to reach the spot? What more can you tell us about this? Are there any casualties there?
At this point of time, there are no reports of any casualty there. We all trying to reach there as soon as possible, because the trains are the fastest mode in Mumbai to reach anywhere, and if they stop, then there is obviously a clear problem in transportation for the common man, for anybody. And at this point of time, the primary city report suggests that there are no casualties. But yes, as you were saying, that the main commute and transportation would be a main priority for the agencies to get it repaired as soon as possible, so that normal move can start.
So, Mustafa, let me actually take our viewers through what has really happened. Rains, in fact, have lashed Mumbai, as we all know. And early this morning, this Footover bridge in the Andheri area of Mumbai collapsed. And the rains, it's because of the rains that this sort of a casualty has happened. But right now, we don't hear of any casualty figures from the spot. We are waiting for more details to come in. But meanwhile, we have this that we are getting, as this slab of this Footover bridge has collapsed, and this is right above the tracks. What more are you getting for us, Mustafa? What is it that have you managed to speak with anybody from the authorities? What are they saying? How has this happened? Were there no security measures that were taken in the wake of this incessant rainfall that Mumbai is witnessing?
Yes, of course we had. It's the first, as I said, told you that at 7 a.m., since 7 a.m. it was raining heavily, and after that this incident happening suggests something about whether this has happened due to rain, which raises questions on the structural audit. But yes, because the incident has taken place just a few minutes back, the agencies and other responsible people related to it are trying to reach and repair, and they are keeping that as the priority. But obviously we'll get in a word as to whether the structural audit was done and how much of the portion has collapsed, and whether it is a security threat. Because if that is, then the trains pass by near from under that bridge, and it will remain a very serious threat for the commuters on the Western Railway line. So at this point of time, obviously it raises questions. Obviously, maybe this has happened due to rain, but the commuter safety and the transportation and commute of people who travel on Western Railway is a priority, and that seems to be affected as of now. Clear.
How many trains, so to speak, Mustafa, have been affected because of this collapse of the slab of the Footover bridge? As you have mentioned, the Western Railway trains from Andheri to Virar, I believe, are being affected. Any other, train lines that are affected? And what happens to people who are commuting early this morning and going to their way, on their way to work?
Yes, what we are getting to here is that Vilepalle to Churchgate lines are working fine, and what is affected is the northbound, which is at the Virar and Andheri, and we don't have the data of the number of trains cancelled, but what we can tell you is that the trains are standstill on the platforms, on the stations, right from the Thanu, Bhayandar and other stations like Andheri. So obviously, once the trains don't reach their destination and don't start the other one, there'll be a lot of trains cancelled, but at this point of time, the passengers who have taken those trains are inside the trains and the trains are standstill because of this problem which has taken place, because of the structural thing which has taken place. So at this point of time, you will see a lot of people gathering in Andheri and other stations on the Western Line, because once they realize that it will going to take time, they'll have to move out of the stations, go on the road. Maybe the BEHT will make alternative accommodation and transportation measures for the people who are traveling towards Andheri and from Andheri to the town side of Mumbai.
And are the authorities vacating people from the station after this collapse has happened? Are people being asked to move out of the station after that incident?
Yes, from that area where the incident has taken place, authorities are trying to get them out, because it is, as we were saying, about the safety of the commuters, and also if one wants to start the services of the trains again, they want that the tracks are empty so that the trains can start moving. So at this point of time, the crowds also remains an important issue for the security, for the agencies who are attending, who are repairing that work and trying to get the rail services in place. They'll have to get the crowds out. They'll have to manage the crowd, because we have seen a lot of cases in Mumbai where people get enraged when trains don't work in the office hours because they get late in reaching work, and there are incidents of violence which reported. So there will be a lot of police security and railway force also at the station where crowds are gathering to, explain them the situation and then make them understand the situation and then try to get cooperation with them. Yeah.
Mustafa, now this will raise serious questions on BMC and the preparedness of BMC as far as Mumbai is concerned, because Mumbai has once again proved rather vulnerable, and after reports of submerged roads and slow-moving traffic because of the rains and the incessant rains that the city was witnessing, now we hear of this bridge collapse. So any word from the BMC there, and what really they were doing to take care that any such mishap was averted? But now again we see that in another station. We've heard of stampede stories in the past as well, and now again we hear that this particular slab of this footover bridge in Andheri has collapsed. Any word from the BMC there?
Yes, of course, BMC may only defend themselves, but what we know for sure is that the monsoon has barely started a month ago in Mumbai, and we have seen a lot of incidents happening and a lot of lives being lost in monsoon-related incidents like tree collapse and building collapse and fire incidences. So it has been a month of incidents for Mumbai especially, and there have been a lot of incidents which are being reported at this point of time. So yes, what one can observe and say is that it's a crumbling infrastructure which you get to see in this financial city, which remains no question. But what BMC is doing about it, that only BMC can answer, and I'm sure they'll defend themselves. But what normal citizens are facing on a day-to-day life, it surely shows that the quality of living is going down day by day, and monsoon especially remains a problem for the Mumbai. Old structures, the old bridges give away in this heavy rainfall which Mumbai has seen for around 2 to 3 times since the monsoon season has started. One such heavy rain was from 7 a.m. this morning, and you have seen this incident of Andheri station. We will have to check. There must be other reports of other incidents could have happened in the same time, but because they are not as major as the bridge collapse, portion of bridge collapse and Andheri station, we are not getting to hear about it. So there are a lot of things which BMC has to take care about, whether there are trees and footover bridges and bridges. But at this point of time, as we were saying, a normal Mumbaikar, in spite of negligence of the BMC, continues to live its life, and they want to travel safely to their home and to back to their office and back to their home.
Right, Mustafa. In fact, that's what is the spirit of Mumbai really is. But meanwhile, on your screens, you can see live visuals of this footover bridge, the slab of this footover bridge in Andheri that has collapsed. You can see those visuals on your screens right now as we speak. Mustafa is actually getting us and bringing us off all the up to speed with all the details there. We'll just tell you exactly what has happened early this morning. The slab of a footover bridge, in fact, collapsed, and after the last tragedy, the BMC had taken several steps, in fact, but right now we don't really hear of any such preparedness, and you have visuals on your screens to actually speak volumes about the preparedness that BMC so far has been talking about. But right now you see the slab of the footover bridge that has collapsed in the Andheri station. Mustafa is with me, who's bringing us up to speed with exactly what has happened. We don't really know the cause, but The authorities are blaming the incessant rains, Mustafa. But what is the BMC saying now? Have you had a word with anyone there?
At this point of time, yeah, we were saying that when we spoke to them last, they were saying that the five vehicles of fire brigade have sent, and all the disaster management authorities are responding to this situation at this point of time. So there is clearly something. It's a huge bridge, as you can see, and it goes from one end to other, and it will take some time for the authorities to also make it to confirm whether the bridge, which portion has collapsed, and whether the bridge is safe for the trains to pass under it or not. So it is a big task at this point of time. And what we were saying is that it's the main junction kind of thing. A lot of trains pass by, and that's why the main western is a commute which is affected, and the backlog which it will take due to this cancelled services, and obviously the traffic and crowd which will be there is something which the Western Railway will have to handle very carefully, because we'll see a lot of crowd which will gather at the stations, because they have already left for the normal day of work. And when they reach station, they get to know about this news that the trains are not working. Either they take alternative route or they stand at the station and wait for it. So there is a lot of crowd management to happen, and it's caused a lot of inconvenience to the Mumbaikars also.
Right, Mustafa, and disturbing visuals on your screen there as this part of the slab of the Footover bridge, in fact, has collapsed in Andheri. Mustafa, how far are you from the spot? Can you actually bring us up to speed with what is the situation really like as far as the station of Andheri is concerned?
Yes, we were saying earlier that because people are walking, they're getting out of the trains and they are walking on the railway tracks, and then they're going on road. So there is a slight traffic which you're getting to see from on the S3 and the S3 road and the linking road towards Andheri. So it is a better chance of commuters stand to travel is that if they try to catch a train from Vilepalli station, which is ahead of Andheri station, towards the town side, towards the Churchgate station of Mumbai. So that's one option. But yes, it affects the traffic. Once the rail infrastructure goes down, you see the number of people who travel on the local railways on the western line of Mumbai. And once that is affected, you get to see the effect of it on the roads. There will be a lot of traffic due to this situation. So at this point of time, we are trying to reach there as soon as possible to take you to the live visuals and get to the ground report from that situation. But yes, transportation, as you were saying, on Tuesday morning is affected in Mumbai.
Right. Mustafa, as you do that, as you try to reach the spot, we should bring the viewers up to speed exactly what really has happened. So here are the details. A part of a bridge in Andheri West has collapsed, and 4 fire brigade vehicles have in fact been rushed to the spot, but the cause of the collapse is not yet known. We are told that traffic movement on the Western Express Highway is far slower than on regular days because of the rains, and also local commuters they are in fact reporting that trains are running late from Borivali. All right, I'm told we are joined by the Western Railway PRO, Ravindra Bhakar. Sir, this major collapse of this Footover bridge and the slab, this is a major tragedy. Was the authority not ready for something like this, considering Mumbai has been washed off by incessant rain for the past few weeks now?
Basically, it's a road over bridge, which is between the railway section between Andheri and Vilepalli. I think it has collapsed some portion of it, and it has fallen on the OHE also, the overhead equipment wires, and they are being damaged. And our team has already rushed to the site to take stock of the position and to restore the traffic as early as possible.
But sir, this is a major collapse that has happened. I'm asking you about whether the authorities were really ready for something like this, because Mumbai has seen such incidents in the past also. We have seen that massive stampede-like situation in another station in Mumbai, and now we've seen this major collapse that has happened, and that too at a Footover bridge early this morning, where a lot of people are getting ready, they're going to work. There could have been a lot of casualties, sir.
Definitely, but this is not under the railway administration, so I can't comment upon the authorities who is being looking after the bridge. Anyhow, we are taking stock of the position, and we are trying to restore the traffic as early as possible, because we are assessing the damage which has been done to our OHEs and the other assets which are on the track. So
well, I don't think you can't really wash your hands off because of the major tragedy that has happened here, Mr. Bhakar, but also tell us the kind of train services that are affected because of this bridge collapse.
As of now, our all 4 lines are, the train movement is stopped, and we are trying to resume the Uvachi as early as possible. So as of now, the entire traffic on all the 4 lines between the Andheri and Vile-Parle is being suspended.
What are you doing to divert the traffic and the people who have already reached the Andheri station early this morning?
We are trying to terminate the services till Andheri, and then we are deploying extra buses also doing this section in between this, and trying to restore the traffic as early as possible between this patch, Andheri and Vile-Parle.
There were already trains which were running late because of the rains, and now the people who are already there at the station, is there any way that you're asking them to move out? Will the train services be resumed soon? Because this is a major collapse. I don't think the train... Yeah.
We are giving every kind of information through the radio channels, also through our social media, also through the station announcements also. And we are regularly updating our commuters, whatever development is being taking place and whatever updates are being there, we are trying to share with them with the best possible means.
And have you had a word with anybody from the BMC? Is there anything that they are doing, spot on to actually come and reach the spot, take care and take stock of the situation after this collapse?
Definitely, our entire divisional officers team, they are in touch with the BMC officials also and their disaster management control team. All the teams are working in coordination, and all the authorities, their aim is to restore the traffic as early as possible.
Is there a possibility of a separate line that can be restored so that the commuters who are already there at the station can be actually taken to their workplaces?
The effort is only towards this direction only, so as to start at least 2 lines so that the traffic movement in both the up and down direction can be started.
Any casualties, sir? Can you take us through our viewers? Any casualties there from the spot in Andheri?
Regarding the casualty, I have not reported any to the railway administration as of now.
And any other word from the BMC? Have you managed to get in anybody from the BMC to actually respond to you?
No, our divisional teams, they are in touch with the BMC officials also. They are already also on the site. So, in coordination, the work is going on for restoring.
All right, Mr. Barker, thank you so much for joining us early this morning. So this is a major tragedy that Mumbai has witnessed early this morning as the slab of a Footover bridge has collapsed in the Andheri area of Mumbai. Incessant rains had lashed Mumbai for over several weeks now. And we have BMC, which has actually gone ahead and promised of preparedness ahead of these rains, but nothing seems to be working on ground as we hear of this bridge collapse from Andheri West as 4 fire brigade vehicles have been rushed to the spot. I still have Mustafa with me on the phone line. Mustafa, any more details that you're picking from your sources? Have you managed to reach the spot? Anything that you're getting? Any more casualties that are being reported from there?
The 2 big things which came out from Mr. Bhatkar is that all the 4 lines of the Western Railways have been shut down, which means the slow line towards both the routes, the fast line towards both the routes have been shut down, which means there is no operation at all on the Western Railway happening at this point of time, which is a very big news, Griha, because thousands and lakhs of people travel from Virat side to Mumbai for their work. And also the major thing which you can make out from the visuals which we are running is that this bridge is a road bridge which passes from Andheri East to Andheri West, which means that the traffic which was going on this bridge has also been stopped. Vehicular movement which we were talking about, that people will take that as an alternative route. The vehicular movement on this bridge is also to stop you. You will have to take an alternate route to go from Andheri East to Andheri West or vis-a-vis. So at this point of time, this bridge collapse incident has brought a problem for the road and railway traffic of Mumbai both, because the backlog of the road bridge will be on the both sides of the Western Express Highway and on this side on the HP road. So the commuters, Mumbaikars who have left for their office may brace a lot of traffic if they are on the Western line, because this bridge affects the road and the railway traffic both, and the railway traffic in fact has been shut down completely, which is a rare situation for Western Railways because it is a very efficient railway line, and they have good racks which it function very well. But at this point of time, they are not. As it seems to me, I'm assuming that because the trains pass under the bridge, they are not taking any risk at this point of time, and that's why they have stopped all the 4 lines, and the road traffic you can see on the bridge, the road bridge has also been stopped on the both sides. So this tragedy, in fact, incident is affecting traffic movement of Andheri area completely.
All right, Mustafa, stay on with me. I have Saurav Vaktania, who has sent us this ground report from the spot as this footover bridge, the slab of this footover bridge has collapsed. Let's listen into what Saurav is bringing for us.
मलबे को हटाने की काम कर रहे हैं और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि अगर वहां पे कोई दबा हुआ रहेगा तो उसे भी बाहर निकालने की कोशिश की जाए। कितना भयानक ये हादसा आप देख सकते हैं नेहा कि पूरा का पूरा जो एक फुटओवर ब्रिज है, ईस्ट से वेस्ट इतना बड़ा ब्रिज पूरा का पूरा ये वेस्टर्न रेलवे लाइन पर गिर चुका है। जितनी भी ट्रेनें हैं वेस्टर्न लाइन की वो पूरी तरीके से अंधेरी और उसके आसपास पूरी तरीके से बंद पड़ी हुई, ठप पड़ी हुई। बैक टू नेहा।
All right, so this was Saurav Vaktania bringing us this ground report from the spot as we see these very disturbing visuals of this footover bridge. This is part of the Gokhale footover bridge in Mumbai's Andheri that has collapsed early this morning. Now, this bridge, in fact, connects Andheri east to Andheri west. This is a very prime zone, as Mustafa also has been reporting through the day, this morning, in fact, I'm sorry, about this particular importance of this footover bridge and now this major collapse. You can see these visuals on your screen. You can see the relief operation and rescue work that is still on, and people are trying to, you know, go ahead and remove the debris and try to, you know, get the station functioning back and running. But right now we don't really know about the cause of the collapse, but we do know that this bridge collapse has disrupted the local train services in Mumbai, and you can see on your screens there overhead wires have been also affected due to the incident. And this we have been told that 4 fire brigade vehicles in fact were rushed to the spot. This incident occurred at 7:30 this morning, as Mustafa has been reporting live. Now, all right, let's go to Mustafa. Mustafa, any more details that you're picking up? Any casualties, any injuries that are being reported from the spot there?
Andrea, what we can see from the live visual which Saurabh is sending is that this is a major collapse. It's not a portion of the bridge which has collapsed. You can see the pipes which has come out. The water is passing by from the bridge. It is really, I mean, it's not a small incident which can be solved in a few hours, because now this is an infrastructure issue, and the structural audit of this bridge will be done. So it seems that the Mumbaikars are in for a big day in traffic out there, because they'll have to embrace traffic the whole day. It seems the incident is very big, and as Saurabh was saying that they're trying to remove whatever the cable material is under the bridge, so that if there is any incident or unfortunately if somebody would be passing by from under that bridge when the incident took place, they're trying to remove. But at this point of time, there are no reports as such, but it is a major collapse, and it is going to take a lot of time. This is not going to be solved in a matter of few hours. And that's the reason that Western Railway has shut down all the 4 lines, because you can't really take the risk. Once you see the live visuals of the bridge, you can actually see that one side of the portion of the bridge is totally affected, and you can see that they are working. But the other point is that can you bring a JCB vehicle to remove this material faster? It's railway tracks, that track can get damaged. So it seems to me prima facie a very difficult situation at this point of time, which is going to take a lot of time. And till that time, I think the road and railway traffic will both be affected here.
Right, Mustafa. In fact, as you were mentioning, this is in fact a major tragedy that has befell on Mumbai once again. The city has seen the Elphinstone tragedy only a while back, and now we see this major bridge collapse. You can see fire tenders on the spot trying to work out, as far as the situation. This is a major tragedy that has befell, and this footover bridge that has collapsed in the Andheri station of Mumbai. You can see this entire portion of the bridge that has come down. You can see wires hanging. Fire tenders are still working from on the spot. These visuals have been sent to us by our colleague Saurav Vaktania. You can see the wires coming off, and people who are working on the spot trying to remove the rubble and the debris, trying to see if there are any casualties, so to speak. It was very early in the morning, 7:30, that this incident took place. It is still peak hours in Mumbai. People are rushing to work early in the morning. It is still early on in the day on Tuesday morning when this particular tragedy has befallen on Mumbai. Saurav, which brings me in fact to the I beg your pardon, Mustafa, it brings me to the next question about the negligence of the authorities yet again. The tragedy of the Footover bridge collapses again that has befallen on Mumbai. We have seen such tragedies in the past. We have seen major stampede incidents and right from local stations in Mumbai. And now it actually speaks volumes of the preparedness of authorities. And you see this major tragedy that has happened on your screens. We see these very disturbing visuals from the Andheri station in Mumbai.
Yes, of course. Yeah, as you were talking about the crumbling infrastructure in Mumbai, that is one of the examples. You were referring to Elphinstone road station and stampede. Now, this Gokhale bridge, which goes from East to Andheri West, it's a major traffic zone. You see a lot of DHT buses which pass by this road on a daily basis. So when was the last structural audit done of this bridge? And if the structural audit was done, whether this kind of a problem, major problem, was highlighted in that structural audit? Because this is, you can see, it's not a small portion. It has this portion is a huge chunk which has collapsed on the left hand side and directly fallen on the railway tracks. The responsibility of the Western Railways and of the agency and administration which was maintaining this bridge, it's on both of them. And this is a major tragedy. Because,
right, Mustafa. In fact, we are getting in a word from the Mumbai police. They have in fact gone ahead and tweeted, and I quote, "Part of Gokhale bridge connecting Andheri East to Andheri West has collapsed, affecting the overhead wires too. Trains on the Western line are affected. BMC, Fire Brigade as well as the RPF staff and officers are deputed on the spot for support. Traffic above and below the bridge is stopped for now," unquote. Mustafa, this is what we are getting in from the Mumbai police as they have tweeted about the kind of operations that they have put in place to, go ahead and carry on the rescue operation, if any, and take care of this major incident, this mishap that has happened in Andheri. Any word from the Mumbai police? They have gone ahead and tweeted this right now.
Yes, it is our priority for Mumbai police because the traffic and the law and order situation will be a priority for Mumbai police at this point of time. As the road and railway traffic is affected, alternate arrangements will be being made by other agencies. And also, as we can say that everywhere you'll need, basically all the agencies are coming forward and spreading this message to Mumbaikars who are traveling towards Andheri that this incident has taken place. And if you
all right, Mustafa, just stay on with me. I am joined live by our colleague Saurav Vakhtania from the spot. Now, Saurav, you have sent us this ground report from that incident, the major mishap that has happened. Can you please show our viewers what exactly is around you, and how have you gotten a word from why this tragedy has befallen? What is the cause of this bridge collapse?
Well, Griha, let me show you first the exclusive visuals of this Gokhale bridge. We are right now present at the Gokhale bridge and we are the first team to reach over here, and a very dangerous scenes over here. You can see how the whole portion of the bridge has come down. It is a Gokhale bridge on Andheri. This is the Gokhale bridge in the Andheri area, and it is the east-west bridge which joins the east from west, and the whole public bridge, this whole portion has come down, Grihab, and this is a very dangerous scenes. You can see the whole bridge has completely fallen on the western line. The exclusive visuals we are bringing you here on India Today, and you can see how the whole western line has come to a complete standstill. Remember, Griha, that not a single train is operating on western line. In half an hour, and it's already at 9. In 10 minutes it will be 9, and it is a completely rush hour situation, and not a single train will be operating on the western line over here, Griha. And this whole Footover bridge, this is the public bridge which has completely come down on the western line, and the complete railway line is brought to standstill. This could be a very dangerous incident, you can imagine. And also the portion of the bridge has fallen on the 7th and the 8th number platform. You can see how the rescue operation is still going on. The police officials are telling us that we should not be over here. We should be leaving this place because this place is still not safe, because the because the place is not safe. The cops are telling us that the bridge is still not safe and it could fall any.
Injuries from the spot. Any injuries so far?
Not good, and we have to. Griha, till now we have not learned about any injuries, but few people are being trapped. 1 or 2 people can be trapped in this incident, the cops have said. Let me show you the first visuals over here, Griha, that this is the Gokhale bridge over here, and this is the public footover. This is the public footover bridge attached to the Gokhale bridge. That is the east area, and the other side is the west. There are the people of this east area, or they use this public footover bridge to go on the other side. At that portion, Griha, there are 2 schools over there. So all the people, all the parents and children use this bridge itself. 7:30, this deadly incident has taken place. You can see how the visuals running over there. The whole portion is coming down, and the worries for the Mumbaikar won't stop over here. Remember, there are 6 to 8 lines on the western railway line, and all are badly affected due to this. The whole wires and all the poles on the western lines are completely broken, and till the time this debris is not removed, nothing can be done. First, debris will have to be removed. Then again, all the wires will have to be fixed. They will have to recheck all the machineries and the technical thing, and then only this line, this western railway line, which is the most important line for Mumbaikar, will start. This is a very bad incident happened in Mumbai. Every year we hear some building collapse, dead due to pothole, and this year, Griha, you can see how this big portion of the bridge has collapsed. And
right, Saurav. In fact, we are getting a lot of clarity from these exclusive visuals that you are bringing to us right here on India Today. We can get a lot of clarity from Saurav Vakhtania's report. You can see that this is a bridge. It is going to stop all the services on the road and also on the western line, which is the prime line, as Saurav has been reporting to you. Saurav, any word from the authorities? This is a major negligence by the BMC. It speaks volumes about the kind of preparedness that BMC keeps talking about, but there is nothing, so to speak, that is being seen on the ground. What is it that you're hearing from the cops or the BMC for that matter?
Well, there is no word from BMC as of now. They are already busy into working out the situation. This Gokhale bridge is completely stopped for the vehicular movement. There is no vehicle movement on this Gokhale bridge, and this is very important bridge, and it connects east from west and to the Western Express Highway on the S5 road. So remember, this bridge is very important, and it is a working day in Mumbai. If this incident had occurred just in half an hour after 7:30 or anywhere else, this could have been very deadly, because you can see, Griha, this is a very huge portion. This is a huge portion which has come down. If people were on this bridge or a train was passing through this bridge, it could have been very deadly.
Saurav, also like Mustafa has been with us this morning about this particular bridge collapse incident, and you are also rightfully mentioning it also speaks volumes about the kind of crumbling infrastructure that Mumbai is seeing. It is an old flyover, this is an old footover bridge. It is a proper commute, as you mentioned, that it leads to the way to 2 of the schools. Any word from the authorities there, or what really are they planning? Because this doesn't look like the relief and rescue operation is going to stop through the day. And also, as I can see, it's raining incessantly as you are bringing this report. Now, that also is, slated to hamper the rescue operations for that matter.
Yes, definitely. It's still, it's heavy raining and the winds are gushing very high. Remember, this bridge is, Griha, over several years old, several decades year old this bridge is, and there should have been a repair work on this bridge. When I too actually passed by this bridge several times, because some of my relatives stays over here, the condition of the bridge was not good at any time. And the rains here, you can see that the rains are not helping the officials for the rescue operation, because it is going to take a lot of time. It is continuously raining in Mumbai. It is heavy raining in Mumbai, and no sooner that these things will clear up, because first the debris will have to be removed, and after the debris is removed, all the technical, all the lines have to be cleared, more, all the tracks have to be made make sure that all things are well. Only then the railway lines will work. Still, debris is very high. Fire brigade and the BMC and the Mumbai officials are at spot. They are still telling us that this is not safe place to stay over here because this place is still shaking over here. So clear negligence on the part of officials. If this was such an old bridge and it needed a repair at the earliest, why it was not repaired before monsoon?
Right, Saurav, stay on with me. So this is a massive tragedy that has befallen on Mumbai, and to continue with this report, I'm joined in now by Ankit Tyagi, who's going to take over from here, and we have also our reporters on ground, Saurav Vaktania and also Mustafa Sheikh from Mumbai.
Thanks, Reha. In fact, this early morning, this is what Mumbai woke up to at 7:30 a.m. this morning. Another Footover bridge which has collapsed. The Gokhale bridge connecting Andheri East to Andheri West has collapsed, affecting the overhead wires too. This part of this bridge, in fact, has fallen on. This is in fact the bridge that we are talking about, has fallen on the railway tracks as well, affecting the railway services. And this heavy rain is also affecting the rescue and relief work as we speak. Mumbai once again been affected. The city has been affected by the apathy of the administration as far as the infrastructure in the maximum city is concerned. Let me very quickly take you back to Saurav Vaktania, my colleague who is joining me for more on this story. Saurav, this is in fact one of the important bridges which connects Andheri East to Andheri West. It's raining heavily. I can see that it's very difficult for you to even report from there. How is the administration now preparing for the rescue and the relief work?
Ankit, it is even difficult to stand over here because it is very windy and rains is like, it is very heavy rains over here. The rescue operation officials, what are they doing is they are trying to secure the place first here, Ankit, because this is a very important and busy Gokhale bridge. And remember, the western line is completely at a standstill over here. The whole this Gokhale bridge, this is the whole footpath bridge of the Gokhale bridge, has completely fallen on the western line. There is not a single train operating on the western line. Remember, it is a busy Tuesday morning, peak hour time, and everyone needs to go to office as early as possible. And at this time, the whole western line is at standstill. The incident has taken place at 7:30. Two schools in the west. There are several residents over here from east to west. They travel to that school. They use this bridge regularly. If there were kids, there were children on this bridge, imagine what kind of incident this would have taken place. And if a train was passing at that time from below this bridge, and if that bridge had fallen on that train, imagine the number of casualties would have been reported. But good thing for now, no train was passing from that at that time when the incident has taken place. But it has badly affected the western line. Completely, the poles are damaged, the lines, the wires, everything is damaged. It is destroyed, and it will take lot of time. It will take several hours to restore the services. Also, the part of the portion has also fallen on the platform number 7 and 8. This is also very shocking. And imagine if there were some people, and who is responsible for it? This bridge is decades old and it was not in good condition. Before rain, the officials should have repaired this bridge and they should have taken extra.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.